Thank you, Wolfie, for being a channel member. Is it creative? Yes, it is. Buckle yourselves in, guys. This is definitely half an hour of me absolutely loving this texture pack and trying to make you believe it's amazing too. The texture pack we are re-reviewing in today's video is the Kingdoms texture pack by Oddblock. It's currently rated 4.7 stars out of 5 stars, and even though it's not displayed here, it currently costs 1,170 mine tokens. I don't know what the equivalent is in my local currency, but it says discover the wonder of kingdoms, a 32x resource pack mixing fantasy, medieval mythology, and a touch of steampunk. Bigger resolution with 32 by 32 of vibrant and detailed textures. Visual rework of all mobs with incredible detailed models and animations. Villagers are turned into deer people, orcs, and even more. 3D players' armor inspired by historical medieval armor. It's fair to say that this is my favorite texture pack, so thank you for voting for this week when there was no new texture packs released by Minecraft. This texture pack re-reviewed. Welcome back to the home of the texture pack review. I am your host, the Dazman, and in today's video we're doing something slightly different. You see, Minecraft didn't release a new texture pack, as far as I'm aware at least, in the Minecraft Bedrock marketplace this week. So I set up a poll asking what texture pack would people like me to re-review, and I gave 3 options. My favorite texture pack, Kingdoms. True realism, to go, and have a little look at one of the original realistic texture packs, or the refreshed texture pack that came out last year. And after nearly 250 votes, 46% of you voted for my favorite texture pack, Kingdoms. So here we are, we're going to revisit it. If you enjoy this, please do leave a like, drop a comment down below, and subscribe if you're new around here. Those are 3 very simple, very easy, very free ways that you can help the channel grow. If you'd like to help a little bit more directly in making these videos, please do consider becoming a channel member or a Patreon member. The links are down in the description, and every penny that comes into the channel stays in the channel currently, and in the side channels as well. So if you want to help out, please do have a look at that. But there's absolutely no pressure if you don't want to. Now, let me shift you over to the left, and we're going to show you the GUI while I explain why I wanted to do a re-review. Well, first of all, it was because Minecraft didn't release anything new. I like to do new texture packs on a Sunday. They didn't do that, so I couldn't do it for us today. But also, I just wanted to have a look at my favorite texture pack. That's why I put it there as an option, and I was very happy that you guys chose it. And I wanted to see, how does it look with the new format of the texture pack review, where we know what we're looking for, we know what we're looking at, we know how to showcase pretty much everything all of you guys want to see. We've all come together and created these texture pack review formats. So let's just see if it still holds up and is still my favorite texture pack. I really hope it is. I really hope it will be. So let's start then with the water. Now, I'm going to show you that I'm not going to be biased. It's not an immediate 10 out of 10. There is a very weird effect on the water. I don't know if it's my screen size. I don't know if it's lazying or whatnot. But as you look further out into the distance, it might not be too apparent on the YouTube video, but there is a lot of weird spirals, the way the textures are just linking in. So I think it could probably do with a revisit, but up close, it's absolutely fine. I really like the ripples in the water. It's really, really cool. There's a lot of activity going on under the water as well, which we will look at hopefully later on. And then if we come over here, we've got the grass texture, we've got the sand texture. And if we just, spam a few, I don't believe there to be variation in this texture pack. They don't mention it. I can't particularly remember times that I've seen it, but they've definitely made slight subtle changes to the world to give it that kind of medieval / fantasy grittiness and feel to it. But really, where this pack really comes into its own are the mobs. I'll be completely honest with you, the mobs are amazing. So this right here is a cow. looking almost like a bison. I mean, I'm from the UK. I don't know what bisons look like. But if you said to me, describe a bison, I'm picking this guy right here. The massive horns, the big ears, just the design and the detailing is what caught me so much when I first saw this. I mean, look at these guys. These guys are turtles. They're turtles. And it's just absolute fantasy overload. And I really, really, really love how much of an overload it is with some of the detailing. We've got a sheep over here as well. There's a bucket of milk that I threw away earlier. We've got a sheep down here. And it's just like the shaping of the faces. The size of the mobs. Like all of the mobs are big, beefy, bulky guys. If we shave him as well, though, he loses so much of that. And he becomes so tiny. I love the attention to detail. I feel like Oddblock did such an amazing job. Can I get a different colored one, please? Thank you. They really did come into their own. The colors stay consistent as well. So obviously you've got the white tail and the white head. You've got the black tail and the black head there. It's so nice, man. This pack for me, it just captures me, honestly. I love texture packs that change tons of stuff. I mean, look at this pig. I mean, all right, in areas, is it a bit blocky? Is it a bit shaky in terms of how they've gone for the shapes? Maybe, but the 3D mob designs, this blew my mind when I first did this texture pack review, and it still blows my mind now. All right, it doesn't have the animations of an actions and stuff. It doesn't have the realism that some people want, but it has the quality of life, in my opinion, and I really do love this. And this is just going to be me talking for half an hour about how much I love this pack. We are still waiting for a chicken, so let me just quickly make sure it stays as daytime. And while we wait for a chicken to spawn in, let's have a look at the horses as well, and just pop a few of these out. And I think one thing that should be said about this texture pack, as also we've got the sky block as well, or skybox, sorry. There's the sun over there. And the sky just looking very simple, really. What was I going to say? Yeah, just the size of the mobs, how big and bulky they really are, just feels amazing. I don't know if it does sometimes feel un-Minecraft by how big they are. Like when you put them to scale and stuff, sometimes you put some of the mobs next to other mobs and they look a little bit crazy. You put them next to blocks, they look a little bit crazy. But that's like your mind sticking to Minecraft dimensions. They work, in my opinion, when they are in this world combined to their own blocks or their own fellow mobs. Got the skeleton horse here as well. I just love the shape. I love the clankiness of it. I mean, some areas do look a little bit rough around the face. Some stuff does look like it's been aged. But still, man, how can you knock the detailing and the effort that's put into a texture pack like this? And there are other texture packs out there that put the same kind of effort in. And honestly, they all deserve to just be appreciated as much as possible, in my opinion. I am aware that this is becoming a bit of a glazing going on in terms of how much I do like this texture pack. But I'm sorry, not sorry. Do you know what I mean? We're still looking for that chicken. Here it is. Again, personifying what I'm saying about the size of the mobs. Big, beefy, bulky. Kill this chicken. He's going to feed you for at least a week. Or if you're like me, at least an hour. But honestly, I just love the way this world feels. Please do let me know down in the comments what you guys think about this world as we go through. What do you think about the Kingdoms texture pack? What is your favorite kind of texture pack? Do you like subtle changes? Do you like drastic changes? I'm a big drastic change fan, and I make no apology for it. While you do that though, let's go over to a village and let's see what villagers look like. And one of the key aspects of a village in Kingdoms is the fact that the villagers have a complete overhaul. And I'll show you what I mean by that in a moment. So first of all, we've got this Yu-Gi-Oh character looking guy right here. Blows my mind every time I see him. He gives me vibes of Relinquished from Yu-Gi-Oh! I cannot lie. The steampunk iron golem right here. I absolutely love it. Could you turn around, mate? I'm trying to showcase you. Thank you very much. He's like a combination of Relinquished and a Gate Guardian. I'm showing my nerd here. Got a cat there as well. But yeah, down here, look at this villager. Let's get him out here actually, and I'll show you. So they have re-envisioned or reimagined or reworked, whatever you want to say, the villagers as animals. So here we've got deer people, right? And I just think they look amazing. This pack really captures the fantasy for me. And one thing that I want to do before we leave the village, because I didn't do it in the original review, is apparently if you go to a cold biome, you get to see a different type of villager. So let's go and find a cold biome as well. All right, so it took a little while to find a cold village, but if we get down here, the villages in this biome should be orcs, if I'm not mistaken. Sheep around there. Do we have any villagers here? Everybody's gone out for lunch. Ah, here we go. Down here. And here we go. So you've got two different style of villages depending on the biome. So cold biomes are orcs and hot biomes are deer people. And I absolutely love it. Again, that creativity is just absolutely amazing. How can you not like and appreciate that? Maybe you don't like the art style. That's completely fine. Maybe you don't like the genre. That's completely fine. But if we're talking about texture packs, you have to appreciate effort and creativity, in my opinion. And it's starting to sound a bit preachy. So let's let the moon rise up and let's go and see what hostile mobs look like. And as the moon rises up, we can come over here and just have a look at the world. And you know what? It doesn't feel gloomy. It does still feel quite colourful. The different greens mixed in with some oranges and yellows. You got, obviously we're in a cold area or near a cold area, so you've got the snow as well. But it doesn't feel terribly dark. I really like it. Let's turn on the night vision potion. This is a weird texture pack review because I know what I'm getting. This isn't a first time look. Now over here we've got zombies. And so one thing that I will say as well is that these are the models of the mobs. When they're wearing armor, you don't see it. Okay, so if this guy had a helmet on right now, I wouldn't be able to see it because this overrules it. And I believe that's been the case since the beginning. I believe it's still the case now. Is it possible for me to throw armor at this guy? Let me throw a Netherite helmet at him and see if he wears it. See, so he's put it on and his whole demeanor hasn't changed. So the model kind of overrules or overruns or overloads, I don't know what the technical term is, the wearing an armor. And so that, you know, just bear that in mind. Zombies will look like zombies. And I think it's the same thing for skeletons too, if I recall correctly. Now, one thing I will say is that coming up next, arachnophobia warning. The spiders in Kingdoms are pretty epic, but if you don't like spiders, arachnophobia warning, for the next few seconds at least, we will be looking at a spider. Right there. So there is a nice giant spider, purple, massive. You get this guy coming at you, you know about it. He is creepy. Look at the pincer animation going on there. It's just, it's epic, but if you don't like spiders, you're not going to like it. But it is definitely epic. It gives me like Aragog vibes from Harry Potter. It gives me Shelob vibes from Lord of the Rings. Absolutely amazing right there, to be honest with you. And then one more to show you. Somewhere we need either a creeper or a skeleton. The creepers are awesome in this texture pack, I will not lie. And speaking of awesome, we've got Enderman. Enderman in this texture pack changed my life. I do not mind telling you about that. Now this guy's currently just picked up a grass block, which is going to ruin what I wanted him to do there. And there it is. Picks up the lantern and flies away. Epic. Absolutely epic. And then lastly, well not lastly, we still haven't looked at a creeper, but we've got this skeleton here. So he's wearing, again, that armor is built into the model. That's not armor from inside the game. That's his model. Right there. They're looking gruesome. They're a little bit rough around the edges. I think for the zombie and for the skeleton, I think they are a little bit rough around the edges. But I still think they're awesome. And then over here is the creeper. And that just, to me, just blows my mind. the floating. It was like it was a breeze before the breeze became a breeze, which is amazing. And yeah, guys, I hope you guys are at least enjoying this as much as I am. I'm probably ruining this texture pack for you by being so positive about it, but it's my favorite texture pack. What can I do? Let's head out to the ocean now, and let's go and see what an ocean monument looks like. All right, so we're standing over an ocean monument. We've got night vision potion on, so bear that in mind. But let's just deep dive straight under here, because this is a world of its own under here. So we're going to start up. We've got the sea lanterns looking epic, in my opinion. We've got the prismarine bricks with their unique design. The brick layouts looking really nice. Then you got the prismarine, still kind of looking like baked beans. Or like a sack of potatoes right there. But I believe there's a color change happening very, very slowly. We'll just hover around. If there isn't, then there isn't. But I believe there is. Oh, maybe there isn't. Okay, so it doesn't look like there's a color change. I stand corrected there. But it's cool. And then down here, the drowned. The drowned in this are awesome. In fact, I would like to show you off properly. Could you just come out of that? Over here, let's put you up here. And just spawn a few of you guys. That model right there. Again, is it a bit rough around the edges? Yes. Is it amazing and creative? In my opinion, yes. And I want to know what your opinion is, so let me know down in the comments. Those drowns are so cool. Then we got the Guardian here. Look at that. What are you doing? Look at that. It's like a lizard. Crazy. What is that? We've got squids down here. You're going to be dolphins, right? We got dolphins down here. What more can we do? You know what I mean? Let's pop this open. This is less of a review now. This is more of a showcase. I'm going to be honest. Let's get these guys out here. The Elder Guardian right here as well. I mean, come on, guys. Is it Minecraft? Probably not. Is it creative? Yes, it is. Buckle yourselves in, guys. This is definitely half an hour of me absolutely loving this texture pack and trying to make you believe it's amazing too. I love this. Let's go and find a trial chamber. Let's see if Tough has been updated. Let's see if Breeze have been updated. And let's see what Copper looks like. And so here we are inside a trial chamber. And yes, Tough has been updated. It looks relatively clean, to be honest with you. Not perfectly clean, but definitely relatively clean. Then you've got Copper, so we've got the gratings changed. I really love the grating. I like that border around the side as well. Just makes it feel very solid. This is new to me here. So this one I can actually review, like a review. And I really like the gratings. I really like the Copper as well. Just the green, a little bit darker, a little bit more blotchiness than the orange. But I like it. This feels sharp. Honestly, this feels sharp. And then you've got these things here as well. So the trial spawner over here just looking epic. You got the Copper lights too. And then if we pull out a Breeze, has this been updated? Whoa, okay. What is that? Come here, bro. What are you saying? Why is everybody going into tiny areas? Go there. It's literally air in armor. Wow. Okay, that's brand new to me. I hadn't seen that before. That is amazing. I really like that. I really like that. Guys, please let me know what you guys are thinking down in the comments. I need your feedback. Even if it's the opposite of what I'm saying, I need to know what you guys think. And while you do that, let's head over to the Armoury. There's a whole lot to show you there. And so we're at the Armoury, but we're actually going to start a little bit different because I want to show off that creativity. So I've added in an extra area over here. So again, there will be another arachnophobia warning coming up, but not for a few seconds. I'll try to remind you again. But I just wanted to show off the different designs available for the mobs. And it's not necessarily about calling them out. It's just about just showing them off because all of them have taken extra effort, extra designs, extra just care and creativity to do. So I just wanted to make sure that they got showcased and so that you guys could just see the effort that you're buying into here. Like this right here is a llama, by the way. Looking a bit like a dragon, but a llama. Those, they're bunnies. But they're actually rats. But they're bunny rats. I don't even know. They're just crazy. We've got horses here. That right there is a panda. Like, okay. That's a turtle. We've got the frogs and the goats. Then over here, these are witches. Just absolutely mental. We will be coming up to spiders in a second, so just be prepared. Arachnophobia warning. Then again, you've got the creepers and the skeletons. What are you guys? Strays. Down here, that's a cave spider looking nasty. Slimes right there as well. Almost transparent. Big spider, zombie, husk, drowned. And I know we haven't gone to the Nether yet, but we've got a wither skeleton. We've got striders. We've got piglins. We've got magma cubes looking like giant frogs. There's piglin brutes. There's a shulker here. That right there, that is a wither skeleton. No, it's not. That is a blaze. That's a lie. That's a blaze. That one there is a blaze. You've got hoglins, not here actually, but we'll probably see them in a minute. There's a wither skeleton there. Just the creative aspect just kills me every time. And up here somewhere, flying around, I believe, if he hasn't despawned. He may have despawned. There was a ghast at one point, but that's disappeared. We'll see that in the Nether next anyway. But yeah, I just wanted to make sure that I showed off as many of the designs as possible. And then we can get on with the normal texture pack review and the normal armory now. So we've got the trees, you've got the cherry blossoms popping through here. You've got the oaks, just all of the different trees just to show off for you guys. So you can see the different colors, the different designs. Unfortunately, the Pale Garden hasn't updated yet. But with the amount of care that they add into the texture pack, I'm sure that's going to look awesome when it comes in. And that's probably why it takes a while for them to update. We've got more trees here. Look at mangrove right here as well. Epic, man. Epic. Then we've got the doors. They just look good. They fit the theme. They just look good. I think quality is high. Some textures, I have said, are rough around the edges. But I do think the quality is still high. We've got the beds, the trapdoors, and the carpets here. We've got the ores and the precious blocks. They do the thing that I don't like with glass. So again, I'm not hiding. I'm not shying away from what I like and what I don't like. I don't like when they've got a specific design for a specific color of glass. Because what if I want that design on that color? You just can't get it, I'm afraid. So I do prefer consistency over variation on glass. But that's what that looks like. And then if we carry on just having a look at the rest of the blocks. Honestly, I mean, this was the first texture pack that really hit me. It was the 33rd texture pack that I ever reviewed. I went back and had a look. And yet it was the first texture pack that really blew my mind. And it inspired me to start a Let's Play series. I mean, look at this. Let me know what you guys think. I need to hear what other people think. Are you aware of Kingdoms? Are you aware of Oddblock? All of their texture packs in general are amazing. And what do you think about them? Is it a bit too fantasy? Is it a bit too rough? I don't know. Let me know. Got a sheep in a boat here as well. And then all of the furnaces. You got animation, design. I mean, these aren't, yeah, verdant froglight, ochre froglight, I can't say that word, ochre, whatever, pearlescent froglight, just crazy, man, genuinely just crazy. It's making me want to play another Let's Play world with this, like, I can't deny it. Look at the paintings out here, and then down here again, so you got the weapons, a little bit pixelated, a little bit clunky. Again, stay consistent. You got the you got the leather armor here, holding the colors. You got the stone armors and stone weapons. My mind is going crazy. Stone weapons and chainmail. And I didn't like the chainmail, and I still don't like the chainmail. No transparency on the chainmail. Disappointing for me. But it is what it is. Had to get rid of that slime right there. And then we've got the iron. And it doesn't strike me as being copy and paste. In fact, I'm fairly certain it's not. The iron helmet, you can tell that it is themed over older designs, which just works, man. It just works for me, seriously. Gold on here. Some of the color a little bit duller. not as vibrant as you would maybe hope with the gold. Obviously the gold here, just a bit more of a golden trim than an actual golden armor. That can turn people off. I'm not necessarily the happiest about that. Same for diamond. As you've got the diamond swords here, there's no color on the armor, but I was told that if you put Wayfarer armor trim on this, that it works. I don't know if that is true. I don't really have time to show it, but just that might add some blue to it. And then over here we've got the netherite as well. Just this looks like a proper brute armor right here. Beefy and brutey. Love that. And you can see the 3D as well with his belt buckle. Love that. The wings look epic. The trident looking like a spear. The shield. The mace. That is the most changed mace I have ever seen. And that's new to me. That's awesome. That is awesome. The heavy core as well. Bundles haven't updated yet. Let's put this on and just see what happens with this as well. Go over here, down here. Thank you. So that's what it looks like to be wearing it. And when you have it on, very minimal visibility, but also not jet black. It's more of a grayer on the screen. Okay. I'm not one to really use carved pumpkins, so I don't really have a comment either way on that. But it's just good to know. And then last but not least, turn it to survival, and you've got the hearts and the melons right there. Let me know what you guys are thinking. I keep asking for feedback. I don't know if you are giving feedback because I'm recording this hours before you see it. That's how videos work, Daz. But yeah, let me know what you guys are thinking. I'd absolutely love to know what your opinion is. I hope you like it as much as I do. Let's head to the Nether and let's see what it looks like there. And so into the Nether we go, and as I say this, I'm just going to let you know that when you're loading into a new world, it does take a little bit longer to load in. This texture pack is coming in at about 440 megabytes. It's one of the bigger texture packs that I've ever seen, and I can understand it. But just be aware that when you load into worlds, it does take a little bit of a while to load up. But like, look at this guy right here. The piglins right here with the little lantern on his back, and it actually moves as he walks. It's crazy. Netherrack looks rough. That I won't lie to you. Netherrack absolutely does look rough. It hasn't aged well in my opinion, and I think it could do with a bit of an update. But I mean, come on, man. Like, there's never no pack is 100% perfect. You know what I mean? Unless you count the fact that the magma frogs do kind of look like the magma blocks, in which case they do look very much perfect. In fact, I want to just see. Yeah, I could see that being incorporated in there. A little bit darker maybe, but definitely incorporated in. And then let's fly around over here. So it sounds like we've got some good sounds going on as well. Some Nether Minecraft sounds, some custom Nether Minecraft sounds. I don't know if that's even true, but that's what it feels like. It could be custom mobs. We do need a ghast, and we do need a fortress. So let's go and find them. Oh, hang on. There we go. There's the ghast. This blew my mind when I saw this for the first time. The floating dragon. And just to show it is a ghast as well. That blew my mind, honestly. That was amazing. Let's go and find a fortress. And so here we go with the fortress coming in to view right here. And I just want to double check what's going on here. Hang on. So nether bricks. Wait, are they directional or are they varianted? That's one type. So there is block variation. Okay. So there is some block variation going on here, specifically with nether bricks that we've seen. I didn't even see that. Okay. You learn something new indeed. Very, very nice. Let's go over here and have a little look at the blaze a little bit more. This guy is a demon spawn right here. I love that they didn't give him feet. I love that he's holding fire bombs. Amazing. And then over here, so we've got, these are hoglins. Looking like massive giant birds. The animation to make that walk is great. And then you've got the wither skeleton. Now, it's not a copy and paste of a normal skeleton and a flip. I would argue that this is inspired by, and probably a cousin of, the Drowned. And the way it wiggles, and its animation, and then the sharp spikes on its back and head and everything. Amazing for me. Let's get the Wither out here. And to be completely honest with you, I can't remember if I looked at the Wither in the first one, and I don't recognize this. Wow. Okay. A little bit of clunkiness around where it's firing from its chest. But oh my, that looks literally like summoning a demon. Wow. Okay. I like it. How many times do I have to say I like it? You guys know I like it, right? I need your opinions. Let me know. I'm going to go to the end now. Let's go and see what the Ender Dragon looks like. And into the end we go. So the Void, jet black, practically perfect. No disgustingness going on there. We've already seen the Enderman. I showed you that one earlier. Endstone looks fine in my opinion. There's a custom health bar for the Ender Dragon. And even the Ender Dragon has a glow up. Look at that. I want her to drop down, but she's got horns around her face. Look, and they move as well. Oh man, just like the unique animations just do it for me. It blows my mind every time because I don't know what's possible and what's not in terms of models and stuff like that. But I love it. I still love it. I thought I'd look at this and be like, no, you know what, Daz, you're a bit wrong. It's not a high score. It's definitely good, but it's not a high score. No, I'm sorry. The creativity for me, it's still a high score. Let's head to the ancient city. Let's see the Warden. And let's see what my score is today. Alright, so we are in the ancient city now. And we can just have a look. So it is quite a standard skulk. They haven't really reinvented the wheel when it comes to the skulk. Especially not the colour. But the colour of the world, that kind of drearier feel that you get. It's not dark, but it's gritty. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's definitely not pumping out color except for when you're looking at the wall. That kind of stuff is. But the rest of the feel does continue to feel a little bit washed, a little bit dreary, just giving that medieval style. And it really allows the skulk and the wall and the lava to pulse out, in my opinion. I think this is really, really nice. I'm not going to muck around. Let's get the Warden out here. Alright, so we should be about to get the Warden spawn, and if I remember rightly, it's a unique spawn. There it is. The rocks come out of the ground, the cogwheels, the bricks, and it forms. I nearly missed that in the original texture pack review. That is just amazing. Look at how big this guy is. And you know what? I really wish. In fact, I'm going to do it. I don't know if it works, but I really want to see an iron golem take on a Warden, and I know the Warden's gonna win, but I really just want to see them next to each other. So let's put that down. Here we go. The big beefy guys are going at it. Come on. Oh wow, he cleared him out. And again, do it again, do it again. Go there. Just look at the models, the characterization. In my opinion, it's second to none, in my opinion. So where am I sitting on my review of this texture pack? It's still my favorite. Like I said, it's still second to none. I still think it's amazing. I did, in the original texture pack review, give this a 10 out of 10. And I feel like that was just because nothing I'd reviewed before it really came close. I can't remember if I reviewed Legendary before or after this. That would probably have been one of the closest at the time. I'm going to temper my review this time. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. In no way do I think it's any less than it was. I still think it's amazing. I still feel happy just looking at this. It still fills me with joy. But I am going to just take off my rose-tinted glasses for a second and just say it's a bit rougher in edges than I was willing to give it credit for beforehand. It is a little bit annoying that you can't see the armors on a skeleton and a zombie. The water does feel a little bit rough. There are some nitpicks that I can make about this pack, but in no way does it get demoted from my favorite texture pack. And we're going into 2025. This remains my favorite texture pack. Let me know what you guys think down below. Do you have an opinion on this texture pack? Do you have an opinion on the review format or the review in general? Please do let me know. Maybe you just think I'm awesome. Let me know. If you think opposite, yeah, sure, let me know as well. I don't mind. Please do leave a like. And if you're new to the channel, please do hit the subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next one. There's a bat. Thanks, mate. Peace.